Hello and welcome to the second issue of the Bronc Stampede. I'm Jillian Stalker.
And I'm Gabrielle Golenville. Being a news anchor can be pretty nerve-wracking.
Auditions can also cause some stress. Bronc reporter Elijah White takes us through the SHS musical audition process.
A lot relies on audition. A wrong note or a wrong move, the chances of getting the part you want can be demolished. This fear is what causes audition stress, an attitude prevalent at this year's musical auditions.
When I'm auditioning, yes. Sometimes. It depends. Mostly yes.
I used to? I'd say not anymore. I definitely used to, but no, not as of now.
Yes. Everyone does. And if you don't, you're lying.
Well, I used to not handle it very well, and it's gotten better, progressively better.
I faced it like a man.
Mostly just like get really sweaty in my hands, and then that's annoying, but other than that, I just kind of deal with it, I guess.
I try to think about other things than going up by myself.
This year, for All-State, I felt like I really wanted to get the same chair placement that I got last year, so I put a lot of pressure on myself to do good, and then I went in there and I failed, so I could feel my heart beating out of my chest.
The first audition stress I had was my first year in Greece, and I was with a bunch of big cats like Jackson Hannafy.
I'm not sure. I've been, auditioning for stuff for quite a while. Can't really think of anything that really stands out.
It was probably for Cats the Musical, because I had to sing, dance, and act at the same time. Everyone did, and I wanted a lead role.
This year's musical is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Performances run from March 3rd through March 6th.
Be sure to support all of the possum actors, even if they do have quite the catitude.
What's with the cat puns? You're so unprofessional.
You've got to be kidding me, my cat puns are perfect.
For more on cats, we go to Bronc reporters Bailey Brenneman and Caitlin Kaiser.
A bright man, known as Leonardo da Vinci, once said, "The smallest feline is a masterpiece. Cats are friends and companions. Unfortunately, due to death or lack of compassion of some owners, cats will often be abandoned or injured. That's where Second Chance Cat Shelter comes in. They rescue stray and abandoned cats, nurse them back to health, and prepare them for adoption." We went to one of the directors of Second Chance Cat Shelter, Rachel Christensen, for more information.
To volunteer, we basically have you come in, and there, if you're under 18, then there's a waiver that we'll have your parents sign, just that they're aware of the risks of potential cat scratches, and we'll have you working with cleaning chemicals and things like that. And then we like you to commit to actually volunteering at least a couple of hours a week. Per month, it kind of varies, because some months we'll only have maybe like 10 adoptions, and other months we'll have 20 to 25, so it really just kind of depends on the season and things like that. Well, we have an adoption application that you have to complete that basically just asks a few questions about what kind of housing do you live in, are you looking for an indoor or outdoor cat, we ask about declawing, because that's something we do not allow any of our adopted cats to be declawed. So we go through a whole adoption process. We need a veterinary reference and then 3 personal references, and so we'll call them just to make sure that everybody else agrees that you would be a good owner for a cat. And then we talk to you just about the type of food that you intend to feed and things like that, and we just kind of go from there through a conversation interview. So we survive entirely on donations. We do not receive any funding from the city or the county. So all of our money to do medical care and feeding the cats comes from donations and adoption fees.
Second Chance Cat Shelter is always looking for people to volunteer. So we talked to Madison Loring to see what it's like.
I treat the cats when they need shots sometimes, and I get them humanized. So I mean, they're I don't know how to explain it. So they are good with humans and around humans, and I build their beds and pet them and love them.
And do you have a favorite cat?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, it just got adopted actually, but its name was Gypsy, and it only had one eye. It was so sweet and so cute. That was it.
If you are interested in supporting Second Chance Cat Shelter, here's a list of items you can donate. Baby food, chicken and gravy and turkey and gravy, Science Diet Kitten Healthy Development, Adult Science Diet, IAMS, Ideal Balance, Fancy Feast, 4Health, Friskies, Tuna and Water and Canned Chicken, World's Best Cat Litter, Furminator cat brushes, cat toys, cat treats, 4-gallon, 13-gallon, and 33-gallon garbage bags, Clorox and Lysol wipes, Clorox. Items can be dropped off Saturday through Wednesday from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m.
Those cats are pretty rad.
They sure are, Jill. Speaking of cool cats, Principal Lieback is pretty rad.
Let's learn more about Sheridan High School's fearless leader.
Are you looking for Mr. Lieback? Well, more than likely, you won't find him here.
What's different about Mr. Lieback?
Well, he's a guy, so, you know.
Yeah.
I think that he is a good person. He always goes to our classes and he asks like, hey guys, how are you? And that is cool for a principal.
My mom was an elementary school teacher, so I grew up around schools, and it's all I've ever known. And I think I've told this story 1,000 times, but you know, it's the only thing that I think I do halfway decent, and some days I'm not even sure of that.
I think Principal Lieback has brought just new vitality to the building. Anytime we have a change in probably any position, the school tries to vet the personnel well, and consequently Mr. Lieback fits in well, and he just brings a new atmosphere to the school.
I love this environment. I love having conversations with adults. Our mission now is to get better. You know, how do we get better? How do we take Sheridan High School, which is already this great school, and turn it into something better?
I see a lot of enthusiasm.
I thought he's brought really high energy. I'd say you actually see him a lot around a lot more.
And his energy is contagious. It makes me want to work harder as a teacher. That's what he's brought to me.
He doesn't accept failure, but he's there to back you up when you do.
He's very driven on a few specific things and driving us to take us from good to great.
His mode of leadership really has given me new life in my teaching career. I'll say that. I'm very, very happy to have Mr. Lieback.
He came to one of our swim meets and he really supported us.
Mr. Lieback's the best. He's a champ.
Woo! Lieback!
Mr. Lieback stays busy supporting students in their extracurricular activities.
One extracurricular going on this time of year is indoor track.
Bronc reporter Jared McCafferty gives us the inside scoop on this year's indoor track season.
Track and field's an interesting sport because you have 17 different events. It doesn't just include runners, it doesn't include missed hurdlers or anything like that. There's throwers, there's multiple different events in which a lot of kids can be involved in. We have, 90 kids on our track team, so we have a lot of different personalities. It's a good social environment, but you have all these kids working together for one cause and try to bring home a trophy this year.
Track and field was so good for me as an athlete and a young person, and the lessons that I learned and the competition, the ability to go out and push myself and to better myself.
It really reflects on life. What you put in it is exactly what you get out of it.
I really enjoy track and field because it's really different than all the team sports that you play. Track and field is obviously a team deal because you can win team championships, but a lot of pressure goes on kids individually. In other team sports, you can blame, the missed block or a bad pass. In track, the success for kids is tied directly to their individual efforts, to their individual achievements.
Love the group of athletes that we're working with. Very energetic, very enthusiastic, hardworking kids that really want to try to get better and better, and they're working really well as a team. I think that we are very cohesive. I think that we're going to go a long ways throughout the indoor and then into the outdoor season.
This will be my 8th year running track. I like it because of the competition and dedication that each athlete brings to the table every day. I think that the coaching staff has improved immensely and that we're headed for great things with their leadership, and I can't wait to see what they help us do.
Well, I've been running pretty much my whole life, and I've really done track and field ever since 6th grade. I think the most challenging part is being focused every day and really pushing yourself, but the payoff is definitely worth it.
The coaching staff is really nice. They
push you hard, but they know it's going to help you in the long run.
I want our team to get better and better each meet. I want our individuals to develop and be the best they possibly can at the end of the indoor season. I really want us to, try to go and compete at the state meet and try to be one of those top 4 or 5 teams. And our main overall goal, we talked about the first day of practice, is to try to bring home some hardware, meaning that we want to try and go get a trophy.
We're really trying to get across to kids is just be consistent. Consistent in everything that you do. If they don't really know what it is, then we're going to really lay it on, and that's our only expectation, is to be consistent, work hard, and have a lot of fun. So,
my goals are to improve in my sprints and then win state in my field events.
Working with these athletes, I want to see athletes do the best that they can do. We're going to use this indoor as a springboard towards outdoor, but I can see these athletes really competing to win indoor.
Okay, we're talking blue and yellow wearing. Woo! Horseshoe spurring. Woo! Implement flying. Woo! Little school bus riding. Woo! One-way soaring. Woo! Ready for the gun. Woo! And I'm having a hard time holding all these arms down. And give me 2 claps in the Ric Flair. Woo!
When I'm doing indoor track, I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream.
That sure was riveting.
It sure was, Jill.
Hey, I was wondering, where can a cool cat like me make some rad art?
Golly gee, just head on down to the paint post.
I moved to Sheridan about 2.5 years ago. I was just kind of looking for something, to get involved in the community. I opened the paint post March of 2015, so we're coming up on a year.
I went to the paint post because I have no artistic talent, so I thought, and I really liked that they'd walk you through the painting.
The best part about working here is the atmosphere, I think, and it's with our boss, our coworkers, and even the people that come in here. It's just a really fun atmosphere.
There's loud music, and you can dance and be silly.
Probably just like the atmosphere, it's not like stuffy, it's not loud, it's just like calming, cool.
It made me feel it was like so warm and like fuzzy, I guess. Like it was so fun, I don't know. It was so good to be there.
I'm so excited to be here with friends and family. So it was an opportunity to hang out with them for the night and to be creative.
My big thing is, you could have had a horrible day and you come to the paint post to have fun and kind of relax and unwind. And so that is what my instructors, that's what we strive for, is to make everyone's experience really fun and relaxing and positive.
That concludes this issue of the Bronc Stampede. On behalf of everyone here at the Bronc Stampede, I'm Gabrielle Golenville.
And I'm Jillian Stalker. To view this episode and many more, head on over to shsawk.com.
Yeah!